Bungie was back on Thursday with their This Week at Bungie update with the new Vow of the Disciple raid, and that is unveiled in Destiny 2 today at 6 PM GMT. Well, today I've got news on the world's first raid race, including all the timings and the details of contest mode, as well as the important information from the latest patch notes. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Right, without further delay, let's dive right into that update from Bungie. So they say This Week at Bungie is all about Vow of the Disciple world's first race. So what a wild week it's been. You know, it feels just like yesterday that we were announcing the Witch Queen, and now we find ourselves on the doorstep of a world first raid race. You know, this is the weekend that many of you have been waiting for, strategically planning your power gains and grabbing armfuls of snacks from grocery store shelves. And today, the race begins, so let's get you up to speed. Well, if you're new to Destiny or have yet to engage in a raid, you know, this is the pinnacle activity of our endgame content. Players from all around the world are challenged to compete, decode devious puzzles, whilst engaging heavy combat through multiple activity encounters. And we're not just talking about a few enemies here and there, but hordes of combatants clawing away at lives and time while players race to the finish line, and we expect no different from Vow of the Disciple, with multiple teams at the final boss trading attempts at reaching victory. Okay, so now let's talk rules. The world's first race for Vow of the Disciple is going to take place in contest mode. This is a unique variant of the raid, only offered for the first 24 hours, capping every Guardian at a specific power level to ensure an even playing field. So we announced last week that 1530 power is your target, as this is going to be the highest power your Guardian will perform against the enemies that you face. So here is a quick list for all of those who are in the hunt for the world first win. So we've got Vow of Disciple race timeline. So it starts on Saturday, March the 5th at 10 AM Pacific, that is today, and it ends on Sunday, 6th of March, 10 AM Pacific. So first of all, let's have a look at contest mode. So with contest mode, that's going to cap all players at 20 power below each encounter of the raid for the first full 24 hours of the race. Well, artifact power is enabled, but only provides benefits to players up to the cap of 1530 power for contest mode, and you want to reach 1530 power by Saturday to have a fighting chance for each encounter. Some gear items are going to be disabled in the raid for the duration of the contest mode due to general issues that could provide gameplay benefits. So while these items may be used in other activities, perks and functionality on the following items will be nullified within the Vow of the Disciple raid, with additional negative impact to power levels if equipped. So first of all, we've got the weapons, so these are all disabled in the raid. So we've got the Icolos SMG, the Imperial Needle Bow, the Grand Overture exotic machine gun, and finally the Wardcliffe Core exotic rocket launcher. We've got some armor and mods disabled too, so the Worm God Caress Titan exotic gauntlets, the Peregrine Greaves Titan exotic legs, and finally the Suppressing Glaive artifact armor mod. And also, additional items may be disabled if issues are found prior to the start of the race. And stay tuned to Bungie Help for the final list that is going to be published on Saturday morning. Well, next up, let's have a look at completion. So the first team to complete all encounters, loot the final chest and return to orbit will earn the title of World's First. So 6 fireteam members present upon completion of the final encounter will be declared the winners and awarded the race World First title belts, and any member of the fireteam who leaves during the earlier encounter completions will not qualify. And winners are going to be announced via @Destiny the Game on Twitter after a validation process, and more details on that to come. So Bungie say we're going to be watching all players as they progress through each encounter, ensuring a fair race among participants. Any players found to be breaking our terms of service or manipulating game content can be subject to suspensions or bans. So once we have a record of a fireteam crossing the finish line, we're going to spend some time validating a clean completion before announcing the world first fireteam via Destiny the Game on Twitter, and full rules and legal terms can be found on Bungie.net. So if you complete the contest mode version of Vow of the Disciple during the first 24 hours, you're going to receive a unique emblem to celebrate your victory. And contest mode will be the ultimate challenge for many, but for others it's more fun and interesting to watch some Destiny PvE legends take this on. So we're going to be alongside you in Twitch chats as more players make their way through the activity, and if you'd like an additional space to watch as the race goes on, check out bungie.net/raid race once the raid goes live, or tune into the Raid Day tailgate hosted by Professor Broman and Rec 1568. So as tradition, there will be some wonderful Bungie rewards unlocked for players to purchase if they take on the challenge. So first up, we got the Jacket Quest. So if you're looking to show off your participation in the raid launch week and want something nice to wear on your evening walks, we've got the Vow the Disciple raid jacket on offer for you to earn. Well, this special Bungie reward is only available to players who complete the Vow the Disciple raid by the 15th of March 2022 at 10 AM Pacific, and place their order by the 31st of March 2022 on the Bungie store. Well, we've also got the seasonal pins, so for Vow the Disciple, we'll also be introducing a new pin reward for those who complete the raid before the season concludes. Additional details and a cool preview image will be provided later, so stay tuned to the Bungie Rewards page on the Bungie store. Well, finally, we've got the seal pins, so for those who wish to display their mastery of the raid, players who complete the Vow the Disciple raid seal will also unlock a unique pin to display on their jackets, backpacks, corkboards, or wherever they see fit. So this pin is going to be available for purchase through the Bungie store to qualifying players through until December the 31st, 2022. Well, outside the race, there's going to be some great loot to earn, and don't worry, there isn't going to be a 24-hour timer on any of the weapons or armor pieces found throughout the raid. Just for completing a single time, there's a pretty sweet emblem for you to collect. Take your time, hang out with friends, and enjoy the raid at your own pace. As always, we're really excited to watch as you all dive in. Well, that is a little bit of information about the raid, and good luck to everyone who's jumping into the world first raid race. I'm going to be watching on Twitch, and it's going to be really, really exciting stuff, so good luck to everyone taking part. Well, next up, we've got an important PSA, and this one comes from the patch notes 4.0.0.2, and there was a patch to the game this past week, and it included a really, really interesting note. So they had something about the throne world, and they said temporarily disabled Deepsight tier 3 chests that were being opened far more quickly than intended for throne world vendor reputation gain. So that is a real shame, and that means the throne world reputation gains at Finch, they are going to be much, much slower now due to the Deepsight 3 chests disappearing from the game. So we don't have any word yet when or if the Deepsight 3 chests are going to come back, but unfortunately that means to rank up at Finch you are going to have to do public events, patrols, bounties and all things like that. So that is a little bit of a shame, but people were ranking up really, really quickly and getting all those rewards super fast. So I can see Bungie's point of view. They want people to go at their own pace, but it still is a shame because it was a really, really nice way of ranking up quickly. Well, let me know what you think about all the news. Are you jumping into the Vow of the Disciple raid on day one? Really, really love to hear from you if you're going to do that. Well, that is it for all the Destiny 2 news for now. And as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.